Drone Laws UK, General Rules for Flying Drones in the UK. The UK agency responsible for drone safety, CAA, has provided a number of internet-accessible details on flying for fun or for work. The highlights are enumerated below. For more details, go to the link above. Are drones allowed in the UK? According to CAA, drones are allowed in the UK, subject to CAA regulations. Read on for more details. Drone registration. You must register before flying most drones or model aircraft outdoors in the UK. There are two requirements and you may need to meet both. If you'll fly, you must pass a theory test to get a flyer ID. If you're responsible for a drone or model aircraft, you must register for an operator ID. You can get both your flyer ID and operator ID at the same time. Warning: it is against the law to fly a drone or model aircraft without having the required IDs. You can also be fined for breaking the law when flying. In the most serious cases, you could be sent to prison. Toys and small drones and model aircraft: you do not need to register if you will only fly or use the following types of drone or model aircraft. Toys below 250G or in C0 class. Those in C0 class with no camera, whether they are a toy or not. Those below 250G with no camera and no class mark, whether they are a toy or not. Take a look at the registration requirements for drones and model aircraft to find out if you need to register. Drone license in UK. Flyer ID. The flyer is the person who flies the drone or model aircraft. You must pass an online theory test to get a flyer ID. The test is free. You should prepare for the test before you take it. Children under 13. Children under 13 must also pass the test to get a flyer ID. For data protection reasons, they must register with their parent or guardian. There's more information in the Children and Parent Guidance. Operator ID. The operator is the person responsible for managing a drone or model aircraft. This means they're responsible for things like maintaining it and making sure that anyone who flies it has a flyer ID. They're usually the person or organization that owns the drone or model aircraft, but not always. For example, if you're younger than 18 and you own a drone or model aircraft, you must ask your parent or guardian to register for an operator ID. You'll still be able to fly as long as you have a flyer ID. The operator must make sure that only people with a valid flyer ID use their drone or model aircraft. Label their drones and model aircraft with their operator ID. You must be 18 or over to register for an operator ID. You can use the same operator ID for all your drones and model aircraft. If you're responsible for drones or model aircraft, but will not fly them, you can register as an operator only. Prices. Registration cost valid for operator ID £10 1 year. Flyer ID £0 5 years. Insurance requirements. Drones and model aircraft below 20 kilograms. If you fly a drone or model aircraft below 20 kilograms for recreation, sport, or as a hobby, you can choose whether or not to have insurance. If you fly it for any other reason, you must have third-party insurance. Drones and model aircraft 20 kilograms and above. If your drone or model aircraft is 20 kilograms or more, you must always have third-party insurance, no matter what you use it for. Flying a drone in the open category. The flying of any drone or model aircraft in the UK is covered by Unmanned Aircraft Systems, UAS, regulations. There are a basic set of regulations for flying unmanned aircraft within the UK. Operating within these limits will ensure you remain in the open category, meaning that you don't need authorization from the CAA to fly. If you intend to operate outside any of these limits, you must first obtain an operational authorization. See guidance on the specific category for more information. The basic requirements for flying in the open category are described below. You must pass the online test and hold a flyer ID, and must register as a UAS operator, and display your operator ID on your UAS. You are responsible for flying your UAS in a safe manner. You must keep the UAS in your direct sight at all times while it is flying, so that you can ensure that it does not collide with anything, especially other aircraft. You must not endanger anyone or anything with your UAS. You must not fly more than 400 feet 120 m above the surface. You must not fly within the flight restriction zone of a protected aerodrome, or within any other airspace restriction without permission. More information on airspace restrictions. Your UAS must weigh less than 25 kg. We have a series of fact sheets to help explain the rules.